What an amazing movie. You know, the film works on different levels. You know, it's religion, it's political, but it's also the sensationalism of having the opportunity to go in that building and see what's going on there. What is the difference for you? Do you look at it with the three levels, or do you have one focus, really?
No, there's several levels, of course, yeah. I wanted to make it very intimate, so people would engage with the characters, and I think it happened. From the beginning, I wanted to make it as funny as possible, which makes it very, very human. It humanizes the characters, and it's there. It's very political, and it's also about our spirituality. And so I was always trying to balance all these things: humor, the issues of the church, and political issues, and anyway.
Based on real events, and I'll come to talk to you in a minute. Based on real events, so how do you know there's humor within the Catholic Church and within the religion?
Sorry?
How do you know that there is humor between the two popes?
Maybe not. Well, we know Pope Francis has a good sense of humor because he's always making little jokes and he has this very light spirit. Not sure about Benedict. But Benedict's jokes in the film, he never smiles. He's not. That's why it's funny, because he says very serious, very, you know. But it's funny, anyway. And but there's the brilliance of the script is because, of course, nobody witnessed what they said. They met 3 times during the period that the film happens, but nobody witnesses what they said. But Anthony McCartney, what he did, he got lines from their books or their interviews or their talks and combined them and create a dialogue. So everything they say in the film, they really said. Not one to the other, we don't know. But yeah, you can trust every line in the film was said by both of them.
Right. Did you grow up religious at any of you?
No, not at all. No. My father's side is Jewish and my mother's side is Druze, so nothing to do with Christian and Catholic. So I had to research a lot about that.
Yeah,
I didn't know he had a Jewish life.
Yeah,
Side.
but it's my father's side.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
So you have no problem with what's happening at all, or what kind of opinion we have about it. You must be as surprised probably as I am when you think of the fact that the Holy Father, the Pope, is a voted man. I mean, he's voted by other men. So it could have been Trump or Boris Johnson, and now it's by accident it is these two people, right, who are popes. So it's a really weird concept. How do you look at it?
Well, yeah. In Argentina, we were very, very surprised when Bergoglio became pope. I mean, because no one expected that in Argentina, and more surprised we were when we saw Bergoglio when he changed a lot from his when he was cardinal in Argentina, when he became a pope. And also I think that the film, it's a little bit about that, about his journey, his change. And so we were very, very surprised. And I think now we're very, very happy. I like him very much, the Pope. Of course, he had a very controversial life, controversial moments in the political story in Argentina. Yeah.
Did you bring the two actors together and did you want them to meet to see how one plays the younger version of the older one?
Yeah, they met in London. But what happens is that the young Bergoglio that he plays is very different from Bergoglio we know, the Pope we know, because he really changed at some point in his life. So, I mean, they've spoken, but I think they didn't try to find, to imitate one another.
How did that conversation go?
No, well, we met here in London and we read the script, we read some things, and we talked a lot about, but Fernando didn't want to push anything like imitate gestures or walkings or things like that, and which I found very intelligent, because the Bergoglio changed really a lot, and of course I knew Jonathan Pryce from before, and I saw his films so many times, so and I just focus in a little bit in his expressions, his looks, but in a general mood, you know, and just to have the feeling of that, not to imitate, to mock something.
You know, there's one thing that was very interesting. Of course, in Argentina, we met a lot of people who have worked with Bergoglio or their students, and nobody liked him. He was really a pain in the ass. He would never smile. He wouldn't eat with people. He was really unpleasant guy. And then he became this lovely pope. So I was so intrigued how this change happened. And the film talks a little about, changing, about why he changed so much.
So basically it's about acting.
Yeah, acting.
Yes.
I think he was really a different person. He was very committed to his religion and his duties, but he was an unpleasant guy. Nobody liked him.
Now he acts a pleasant guy. Now he acts the Pope.
No, I think he changed. He's not acting. That's what you mean.
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's not acting. I think he's generally this lovely, warm guy. He changed.
I heard you met the Pope and you tried to tell him that you were doing a movie on him.
Yeah, no, but this was for 30 seconds, and I told him, hello, nice to meet you. I'm making a movie on you, and he really couldn't care less. He wasn't interested. He said, "Oh yeah, good," and just went.
Maybe because he didn't want to promote the movie, but now his people probably will look what you think.
No, I thought he was really not. He was other things in his mind. He said, "So do what you think. I don't care what you're doing." That was it.
So what do you want at the end? What do you want people to take away from the movie?
There's a lot of levels, as you said. There's a spiritual message. How do we connect to something bigger than us? There's a political message, which is building bridges, including the whole population of the world in the process of the development of the world. And there's this personal message, which is tolerance. We have to learn to listen to people with whom we disagree. Because that's the story. Pope Benedict and Pope Francis, they really have different opinions in everything. And they come to a common ground. So on a personal level, there's something, and political and spiritual, I think we're working on.
And in the end, we all love to watch football together, right?
Yeah.
That reunites.
Everything ends up in a pizza, beer, and football.